Asalamu Alaykum. I hope you are all in the best of health and iman. My name is Hanifa and welcome to my channel. I am super excited to be starting this Hadith series. InShaaAllah, it'll benefit you and it'll help us to become better people. Now, what is Hadith? Hadith are a record of words, actions, and the life of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is the second major source of guidance for Muslims. Before we start the lesson, I want to just remind you quickly of exactly who we are. Now, as Muslims, our main core belief is the kalima, and the kalima reads, La ilaha illallah, there is no God, there is no worthy of worship besides Allah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his messenger. We have also testified to this in our kalima shahada, which reads, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. I testify, I bear witness that there is no God besides Allah. Wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. And I testify that indeed Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his messenger, is his servant and his messenger. This is our belief, our core belief, our main principle of what makes us Muslims. Now, yes, Allah has sent down the Quran, and there is no doubt in that. We should be reading the Quran, we should be understanding the Quran, and we should be acting upon the Quran. But we also have been given more guidance, mercy to the whole of mankind, which are the teachings of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sadly, he isn't here today, but he has left behind many hadith which we can learn many lessons from. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sent to mankind, was sent to this ummah to teach us how to live our lives according to Islam, so that we can become successful and that we will pass the test and attain Jannah. Another important note that I would like to mention, that I know many of you, you've lost your trust on hadith, not because of the hadith itself, but because there are so many fabrications. And you're right, there are so many fabrications. We don't know which hadith is sahih anymore, especially the hadith that are on the internet, because there are so many people that have made hadith up, and this is what misleads us. But not to worry, there are many sources out there that are sahih, that have the perfect line of narrators that link back all the way to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You may have heard of Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim. There are 6 major hadith kitabs that are authentic. The main one being Sahih Bukhari, and another famous one being Sahih Muslim. So don't worry, you're in safe hands. InShaaAllah, in this series, we will only be studying the Sahih Hadith. I will try to keep my lessons short and easy to follow, and I'll also include brief explanations of each hadith. InShaaAllah. Let's begin. Lesson number 1. Today's hadith will be about intention. Let's start. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إنما الأعمال بالنيات. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, actions are only according to intentions. This is the first and most important hadith that most of the authors have started their hadith kitabs off with. It is recommended that authors and compilers begin their work with this hadith on intention. This will remind the authors themselves as well as the readers to correct their intentions when writing, reading, or studying any Islamic kitab. Back to the definition of this hadith. Actions are only according to intentions. This hadith explains one of the most important aspects of Islam, sincere intentions in one's worship. The general meaning of the hadith explains that a person should correct his intention in the beginning of every good action. The entitlement or reward for any action depends on the sincerity of a person's intention. If any action is carried out with full sincerity, it is rewarded by Allah. Otherwise, it will be of no use, thus depriving him from reward. Now, what is intention? Intention, or the Arabic word niyya, means to intend, to desire, or to will something. This is a function of the heart and not the tongue. Through niyya, a person distinguishes the nature of the action that he is about to perform as well as its purpose. Now, this hadith, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ, is a small part, is a small section of a very long hadith. The scholars have explained that the first segment of the hadith, actions are only according to intentions, is referring to how an action can only be considered religiously valid if done with a sound intention. So I'll give you a quick example. A person's fast, which includes abstaining from food, drink, and sexual intercourse from dawn till sunset, will only be considered valid if he had intended to fast for the sake of fasting and not because he did not have time to eat during a busy work day. The lesson that we learnt from today's hadith lesson is to correct your intention before doing anything if you want to reap the full rewards of that particular action. So before we end this lesson, let's quickly amend our intentions and make sincere intention of studying and learning these hadith lessons to become better people and to follow the sunnah of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. InShaaAllah, Allah will then reward us for every second that we spend learning hadith for the sake of Allah. Please like and share these videos and subscribe to my channel. InShaaAllah, I will see you very soon with lesson 2 on another hadith. Take care. Asalamu Alaykum.